All right, everybody, welcome back. We're looking at Netflix on Tastyworks. So I keep getting asked all the time what broker platform I use. And in most of my videos, you're going to see Thinkorswim because that is my analysis platform. I really do most of my work over there, mainly because I can use my custom indicators and I can save my work. But I don't trade there. I used to. I don't like the user interface when it comes to trying to find my position, and that alone was enough for me to want to leave. I don't like their commission schedule, and I don't like having to ask for permission to do different kinds of trades. So all in all, I don't want to do any trading over there. Lately, as a platform, it's been freezing up and locking and been really slow. It's just been a real big turd. So I'm glad I don't trade there, but I still use it for my analysis. I do 90% of all of my options trading on Tastyworks. And the reason that I don't do 100% of all of my trading here is mainly because at Tastyworks, you do pay to trade options. It's not free. And there are some trades that I put on that use multiple legs, like a double butterfly. A double butterfly has 4 legs. And when you do that on a double butterfly, perhaps it's a $8 trade. They're really cheap, maybe $10 on the trade. And then you've got $4 for the commissions. It's cutting into that very small trade. If a double butter loses, you're out, the $8 or the $10. It's super cheap. If I add fees to that trade, it's almost 50% more loss. I know it doesn't sound like much. We're talking $4, right? It's not the dollar amount. It's the increase in the entire position. I took the entire position and I made it almost 50% more expensive. That's inappropriate. It just doesn't work. If I wanted to do a double butterfly on Tastyworks, then I would need to build a bigger double butterfly, right? It's just, there's a time and a place for free options. Now, maybe you're asking yourself, well, why not just use the free options all the time? Well, you get what you pay for. Free trading isn't free. You want the algorithm to work for you, not for your broker. And if you have free trading, the algorithm isn't trying to find you the best bid ask. It's trying to find the broker the best price for your volume flow, right? Their order flow is what they're selling. They're selling order flow. So when you try to get a trade, it's going to hunt around and see who is going to pay the most to have your information, to have your order flow. And it will route your trade that way. So on Tastyworks, I think the commissions for options is somewhere around 60 cents. And I say I think because, guys, I honestly don't know. I never look. I know that there is a fee, and that's all I need to know. They're not gouging me. When I first moved over here over a year ago, I did look, I did know, but I also know that it's changed since then and it's went down. So while I don't know what it is, I know that there is still a fee. And I will happily pay that fee to get the best trade for me, not the best trade for my broker. I do the small futures here, and I don't mean micros, I mean the smalls, the small exchange. I do the small futures here, I do options trading here, and then I do stock trading here. I absolutely love this platform. Right now you're looking at my Netflix trade. I put one on Thursday afternoon, converted it Friday morning, and this is my current position. And if you look at this at a glance, you might not notice, but it already shows the expected move. That's that purple curve there. That's the hypothetical expected move. And then it also has a 1 standard deviation on there. So that's the entire curve. And then that's a 1 standard deviation, a 2 standard deviation. And I can see, just looking at this, that the tail is longer to the upside. Okay, that's what they call a long tail there. I can also see my max profit across the top. I can see my max loss across the top. I can see the current right now profit in my trade if I was to close it right this moment. All of that at a glance. It's also, because of the coloring in there, it's very easy to see where the profit and loss is. We can also see where the current price is. That's that white dash right there. That's the current price. And we can see the theoretical probabilities of being above or below the break even, right? All of that at a glance, just from right here. But I can go a little deeper. I could see Friday's price move here. Well, at the open, where it closed, the high of the year, the low of the year, the implied volatility rank. I can see if it has dividend, its average volume, all just right there. Even how it ranks in liquidity, how close it correlates with SPY. I can see my combined delta beta weight. You can see how much this one particular trade cost me, which it didn't. I sold to open, so I collected $252. I can see how much the trade has made in profit so far. All of that. Days to expiration. Very easy to find my position in here, including what my probability of profit is and how much deltas I have in this position. Almost 2 deltas. And then the trade price. I didn't have to go somewhere special and start trying to filter things out. It's just right there immediately. And I can see the chart. I can see the 1-year chart, the 1-month chart, daily chart. I could even disconnect this entire bar off of the right side and make it a floating screen. We've got analysis. I can day step and vol step just like I can on Thinkorswim. I can increase the price or increase the volatility. I can shift things around and ask, what if? Move the date forward in time, drop price, increase volatility, and ask, what would that do to my trade? I love this, guys. This is a really great platform. I don't mind paying the commissions because they're not exorbitant. They were $1 a year and a half ago. Now I know they're less than $1. I just don't know exactly where they are at the moment. I don't care. If they were horrible, I would never have came over here to begin with. I've never met the owner personally, but I know who the owner is, and I have a ton of respect for the guy. Talk about somebody that you could aspire to follow. The owner of Tastyworks is somebody we could all aspire to walk in the footsteps of in our trading career. He grew into the knowledge that he has now and strives every day to learn something else, right? That's awesome. So what else does this platform have? When we go into the trade tab, at a glance, it might not seem like very much, but in the middle of the screen, you can see the days to expiration. So you can just pick what you want right out of the middle. You've got the expected move at the top. And then you can change and choose what your columns are. You don't get a lot of columns. When they asked the owner, Tom, why it doesn't have a lot of extra stuff, he said when he created Thinkorswim, they would put anything on there that anybody asked for. And he considers Thinkorswim to be bloatware. It's full of junk. And he wanted this to be super lightning fast, and so he didn't want a lot of bloatware. So you get 2 columns. If you want to see different information, you just have to go up and change the column. You can see your current trade in here if you want to. You can just change the filter settings and you'll be able to see your trade in there. I love this thing. At the click of a button, it'll build my position for me. And then I can go down here and increase my quantity. I can change the time. So we're in a 40-day trade. Now we're in a 47-day trade, 75-day trade. It just immediately goes there. Max profit, max loss, the P50, and the pop all at a glance. It tells you if it's a credit spread or not. So if you're new, it'll help you out. If you don't like the position, you can immediately just grab and drag. It's so nice. It's very comfortable. It also now has these grids that can be detached. I find this to be really comfortable. So you can detach a set of charts, the 4 horses, what I have that set up as. And then you can also go in to the grid and you can detach individual charts as well. So what I tend to do is I have bonds, the dollar, and the volatility in here. And then on the 4 grid, I have the 4 indexes. I find it to be very comfortable. It suits me. But to each their own, right? So, either way, uh, the market's closed, so this thing's, kind of being a little weird. I got to get it to catch up. There it goes. So, just a really, really nice platform that they continue to upgrade. At a glance, I can see if the market is up or down on the day. Can just look up there. It's red with that red next to it. So the market is down on the day, and that's how far the market is down on the day. Watch lists are no problem. You can watch tasty trades or, of course, do any of that. You can also go in and you can look at these people's trades. Not necessarily because you would want to follow them. I'm not suggesting that. But maybe you just want to see Tom's a billionaire, right? The guy is like, he sold TD Ameritrade for $8 billion, I believe, maybe $6 billion. You can go in and see the trades that he's putting on. Look at this billionaire. $43 here, $129 there, $19, $3, $10. This guy isn't trading big, but he is trading often. He's trading frequently. But you can see all the people that work there and all of their trades. They rank themselves on whether they're a neutral trader or an aggressive trader or a short trader, where their current delta is. Just an amazing platform. I love this thing. So if you're over at Thinkorswim or Robinhood, somewhere else, and you're thinking you need something, this is your something, guys. This thing is amazing. Even in your retirement account, they give you a little more flexibility than I believe a lot of other brokers do. Now, remember, when it comes to some things, the brokers don't get to choose that flexibility. The government does. But the brokers do have some choice in what's going on. And by the way, when it comes to choice and permissions, on TD Ameritrade, I had to ask, can I have level 1? Can I have level 2? Please, pretty please. I didn't like any of that. Over here, I just got it. None of that dancing in circles. They don't charge you to close a trade. Tom believes that closing a trade early helps increase your win rate, that he wants you to manage your options trade. So they don't charge you for that. You can build your own watch lists, but it has its own pre-built watch lists, including the sectors. So I just absolutely love that. And the presets, dividend aristocrats. I love it. I just love it, guys. So there you go. You want a new home? This is it. This is where you're going to want to at least come over and take a look at it. You don't have to fund the account. You could just come over, open one up, and see if you like it. That's it for me, everybody. I'm going to get off here. Have a good week.